Well, for about 30 minutes, I thought we played as well as we could play. My halftime speech gets an F. I talked to our guys about defense, and Coach Smith's a Hall of Fame coach that's not going to let his team quit. And Jeremiah Martin he's having a great night, and he's just going to blow it at us as fast as he can. That's their best offense. So our defense was non-existent for most of the second half. But this time of year, you're just trying to continue to win and get to the next game. So we learn our lessons. We've got to obviously play a better defensive game. Teams, they had 20 assists, shot 54% in our gym. So yeah, if that happens, it'll be an early vacation for us in the NCAA tournament. So that was my message to the guys.
When they cut it to 6, what did you say or do at that point?
I can't remember. Just trying to. I'd have to go back and look what happened. I don't know what happened out of that timeout. Tried to probably get the ball inside, get an easy basket. But I was saying the same thing the whole half. We got to play defense. We got to quit letting them drive and shoot layups. They had 42 points in the paint. I don't know what they had at halftime, but they had 42 points in the paint. I'm going to maybe guess they had 30 in the second half. They scored. How many?
16.
So they had 24 points in the paint in the second half. 26 points on layups. So we don't give up layups. It's just not what we do. But give them credit. Like I said, when a kid plays as well as Jeremiah Martin, as a coach, obviously I'm happy we won. We did a lot of really good things. I thought Quadri played his best game in a long time. I was happy to get him and Nasir and Trey some quality minutes in the first half. But I think that's as good as a game as a point guard has played against us all year. He was excellent. You got to give him credit. It wasn't like we weren't trying to guard him either.
Do you look at it at all like even though they came back out within 6, your guys had what it took to kind of get back together and hold off?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we did what we had to do. We win by 13. I think that, these games are tough. These officials been going all year. The kids been going all year. And again, I give them credit. Lawson's going to get drafted, Diedrich. And like I said, Martin was awesome. Kid played great. Sometimes and obviously I'm not happy with our defense against him, but he did what he had to do. It was just, the guy had 11 assists, 1 turnover. He played great. I think that was, that's the reason it was a game. I thought he single-handedly, whether if you just go by 2, he accounts for 45 points on his own with his assists and his field goals. That's a big-time night. That's what I say. I mean, that's as good. To me, he played as well as Blewett played when he came in here. I just thought he was excellent. He had to play 39 minutes. They don't have a backup point guard. So give him credit. We continue to share the ball, 19 assists to 6 turnovers. I'd tell you, and our offensive rebounding continues to improve. We shot 82% from the line. So we did a lot of good things. We controlled the whole game, but we just struggled defending his quickness. There's no doubt about that.
Sometimes when you come in here after a game like that, when you guys don't play well in the second half and your defense wasn't good, you seem more upset than you do tonight.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not. Trust me, I'm not happy. I know we're going to. You can only get us so upset so many times. I don't want to end up on the floor during a game. So, it is what it is. I saw it, but we play defense like that in the second half Sunday, we're going to lose to Central Florida. I can promise you that on the road. So, and what my message to them was that'll send you home in the NCAA tournament. That will send you home. You give up 54% from the field against teams that are good enough to be in the big dance, you will lose. You're not going to win. You give up 54%. So, but I think I see too many. I guess I'll say this. I'll finish this. I think a lot of coaches just rant and rave about how mad they are at their team, and sometimes give the other team credit. Memphis didn't quit. They came back. Coach Smith's one of the best ever, and Martin played awesome. The kid was awesome. I mean, it didn't like we just weren't trying. He was breaking us down. He was jump stopping. He was changing up and unders. I mean, he was as good as anybody's played against us this year. And I'm just trying to recognize that. So it's not like we just didn't guard him and he shot it in. We were trying to stop him. He's just kid played great. So guy gets 23 points and 11 assists, only has 1 turnover. Is pretty strong at Cincinnati with the defense that we usually play against people. So anybody got anything else? Thanks, guys.
Gary, how did you guys got out to such a big lead? What happened there when they almost caught you? What was going on with you guys?
Oh, we weren't getting back and matching up, leaving guys, open to attack and make things happen for their team. A lot of times where we didn't find a trailer, number 0, he would start it off by either one dribble pull up or get to the basket and find somebody else to lay it up. And energy just wasn't there, in communication when we get back in defense. So, we would come back, we would get back and match up. We were able to later slow them down a little bit.
Is it more so because of how good you guys played in the first half that kind of had the second half low?
I mean, you can call it many things, but I just know we weren't matched up. In which that you don't get matched up, a lot of things bad happen. Basically, they only hit 1 3 second half, I think they said, but other than that, it just distorts us. Nobody's guarding somebody in layups.
Jacob, you were very aggressive again in the first half. The second half, you only took a few shots, although you made maybe the biggest shot of the game when they came back. What was the difference in the 2 halves?
Well, in the second half, in the first half, they just want to come out and play hard. We got out to a big lead. In the second half, I feel like we started to coast a little bit. It's just, you can't do that. You want to make a deep run in March. You can't take any half off because the team, even though they came back, I think they cut it to like 9 or maybe something more than that. 6, they cut it to 6, and we just can't coast like that in the second half. Got to keep our foot in the pedal, keep pushing.
How do you recover and stop their momentum when they get, they've cut 24-point lead to 6? Get a little antsy for you guys, or you just try to go back to the basics defensively, like Gary said, matching up on defense and doing what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the energy on defense went down, and that's how they made their run. I give them credit, but we gotta keep our energy up on defense in the second half.
Is it that easy to just switch it back on and say, let's get back to doing what we did?
Well, I ain't gonna say it's easy, but it's just we know how our defense should be, and we know it wasn't up to par in the second half.
You just knew you had to dig down and do that, and whatever you do.
Yeah, at that point, it just came down to just trying to get stops.
Gary, you guys still walk out of here with a victory, obviously, which was the main idea every game. So how do you still feel in the mood to celebrate, or how did everybody react afterwards?
It was one of those, you got the W, but we're playing for something bigger than now. We're playing for March, like Jake said, and in March, you playing a team where, you can't play like that in the second half or else you'll lose. And, coach is telling us that we got to play consistently the whole game, try to, dominate all the time so that we can, guys can rest and, get ready for the next game. And our other guys that's going to help us later on can get in and get in the groove. Quadri come in the first half and, play some big minutes for us, but he couldn't in the second half because, they kind of got back in the game. So, things like that, we got to, as, the starters and the guys that are in during those runs, got to understand that we got to buckle down and get stops and then come down and score.
Your one-handed dunk in transition got you a little excited, didn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. I got a shot coach out for that one because he was yelling at me, run, if anyone ever paid attention to him on the sideline when we were coming towards him. He's yelling, run, 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 and I put up another speed and was able to get past the guy. And I didn't even know it went in until the crowd went crazy. Yeah, that's when I realized it was in. I was like, okay, I can act like Cal right now.
I don't think I've ever seen you get that excited.
Oh, no.
Gary, your past 2 Februarys, your numbers have been really, seems like your play is really elevated. What is it about February that, is it a matter of just you hitting your stride, feeling fresh? What is it about February?
I'm not sure, honestly. Just trying to dominate. Coach is constantly on me and the guys about performing every night. So that's probably just trying to get used to just performing consistently.
Your guys' free throw numbers were up as a team. Has that been a focus of your guys at all?
Yeah, we've been shooting a lot of free throws every day, and we run for the misses. You know, one miss, and it could be the beginning of practice when everybody's not loose, and you miss a free throw, it's a sprint. So everyone's taking their free throws really seriously. Even though I missed 4 tonight, I won't hear the end of that. So.
Is that something you've done all year or just recently?
Recently we really started like running for missed free throws. So we really been trying to buckle down on it.
All right, thanks, guys.